Hey, what's up guys? In this video I'm going to talk about how you can take even saturated products and make winning Facebook ads or TikTok ads using methods that most people don't really talk about on YouTube. A lot of times when people test products, they just kind of rip stuff off TikTok, test it for a day or two, and if it doesn't work, then they move on. And I think that's kind of a flawed way to go about it, because the product might be completely fine, but your marketing angle or your video ad might just not be up to par. So let me show you. This is my main store from yesterday. Profit's actually higher than that. I have two different stores. So here's my Australia store yesterday. So $1,000 spend. I only spent like $200 on it. So you can see almost 8% conversion rate. And then my main store, $17,500, 4.6 conversion rate. And this is primarily targeting the US. I guess I'll do a refresh check for you. But anyways, this is just to show you guys that I'm not full of shit and I'm actually doing it as we speak. All right, so at the beginning I spoke about testing products and why you shouldn't just throw up some random product for a day or two with some random videos and expect it to work. In my opinion, you're setting yourself up for failure because it's likely to not work. You might get lucky, but you're setting yourself up to fail essentially. So I've been pretty much running the same product. Obviously I have upsells and cross sells, but I've been running the same product for 15 months. And how I've been doing that is with different angles, different video ads, same product, same offer, everything. And it's just because of my creative testing and creative strategy. All right, so I want to go and just to show you guys a super saturated product you've all, I'm sure, heard of, posture corrector. Now, the main angles that people have done with posture correctors is back pain, posture, like pretty, broad, basic stuff. And obviously that works, but as the market, as more and more people sell it and more people know what posture correctors are, what you have to do is you have to think of different angles and you have to think of different ways to present it to your target audience. So I went and I found this Facebook ad, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I'll play it for you guys because it's a new angle. It is about posture and stuff, but it calls out a very specific audience. So I want you to watch this. And sorry if this is your store.
After a car accident, it's easy to feel like you've lost a part of yourself, but you don't have to let limited mobility hold you back. Introducing the Posture Rehab Pro, your key to a faster, more comfortable recovery.
All right, I'll stop there. As you guys can tell, they're calling out a very specific audience, people that have been in car accidents and obviously have back pain. And they even called it the Posture Rehab Pro. So they completely branded it and marketed it towards, it's the same product, it's a posture corrector, but they marketed it towards people with back pain from car accidents. And there's a lot of different angles you could take from that, but Posture Rehab Pro, they could angle it out, people who have fallen, people who, anything, any sort of injury, because they angled it as the Posture Rehab Pro as opposed to just your generic posture corrector. I'm sure that they're doing, pretty decent. So I thought it was a super interesting angle. And I came up with a couple other angles off the top of my head as well. And I'll show you some other ways where you can get different marketing angles. So these were a couple that I thought of. So this one was just because, the old trope, you walk into a room with your shoulders back. You could angle it away towards men where you're like, do you want to own every room or do you want to be an alpha? Because if you walk into a room like this as opposed to like this, you look a lot stronger and you look a lot more alpha. So you could angle it like that. And the secret to building superhero shoulders, I actually got this idea from so I already did this, but I just went on Amazon and I looked at like 2 or 3 different posture corrector listings, and I took the ones that on Amazon where it says like most helpful or people found this helpful. I took a bunch of those reviews, took I don't know, maybe 5-10 of them, and it says after analyzing. So I asked it to give me 3 main takeaways that people had, or 3 main benefits. So obviously improved posture, yeah, we don't want to do that. Pain relief, yeah, but muscle development and conditioning, such as rear deltoids, which is this, which can give you those strong looking shoulders. So that's why I decided to do the angle of superhero shoulders for men, because it's an angle a lot of fitness influencers use, obviously for like working out, but it's an angle that you could use as well and kind of brand around to really test and sell this product to a completely different market that maybe has never looked at posture correctors like this. So this brand right here has obviously been, talked about a ton on YouTube. No misc. It's essentially like the period pain belt or whatever. And this guy spoke about it again. I totally forget his name, but I was researching different angles of different products. And he talked about it's been angled as a massager and also angled as a weight loss device. So it's the exact same product, same period belt, but by calling out that specific audience, all of a sudden you have a completely new market to market to that your other typical drop shipper is not going to spend the time doing. And as you start to scale, you can test different angles and different variations of different audiences to call out. All right, another product, I had an idea, and again, I just kind of used ChatGPT, and then also just some of the information from here is obviously, people talk about teeth whitening. And people talk about, having a brighter smile and it just looks better, blah, blah, blah. But you could angle it more, again, this is just towards men. So like your call out question could be like, what's the number one thing women notice when they meet a guy? And if you're a single guy, you might be like, stop and watch it. And then you could talk about the teeth whitening product and the benefits of a teeth whitening product for a single dude. And the secret weapon that James, just a random name I made up, to go on more dates, right? So this is again calling out like single guys looking to get new dates, and then you could talk about the product, obviously. Yeah, this video is more about angles and hooks. I'm not gonna hop in and do like video editing. So I want you guys to open up your eyes to the power of different angles and different ways of marketing the same products, right? So you can even take quote unquote saturated products, but if you market it completely different, it could be the same product, but you're gonna get a completely new audience. Even if people have seen those ads, like posture correctors, like get your posture better, yeah, a lot of people care about that, but a lot of people also don't care about that. But if you call out very specific angles like this one, the car accident, or like some sort of like alpha, like get strong, like masculine angle, like those are completely different target markets. And obviously you have to change up your overall messaging when you do something like that. But this is the way that you can get a leg up on all the dropshipping competition, because everyone has access to these spy tools. Everyone sees the same products. A lot of people are testing the same products. And this is a way that you can differentiate yourself and actually become a marketer as opposed to just, a standard dropshipper. Because that's why a lot of people don't make it in this industry, is they don't iterate. In 2018, you could just throw up a Facebook ad and it would work a lot. It'd be easy. Nowadays, it's a little bit more difficult. There's more competition, so you have to be a better marketer. That's essentially what drop shipping is until you get into the branding side, then it's more business, but you're essentially a marketer. Product, creative, and offer are the most important things. And if any one of those is off, then you're screwed. And obviously, it's not that hard to find a winning product. There's tons of winning products. It's all about finding the winning angle via the creative, and then the offer. Like, is it some discount, or is the offer just like, even just calling out this specific audience and branding it that way? That's the offer. So it doesn't always have to be a discount. That's a note for another video. But yeah, hopefully this made sense, and hopefully it'll help you start to think of different ways to look at products, as opposed to just, if you just see some galaxy projector, you're like, oh, wow, that's cool. You could market it more like, like helping people sleep or helping people with anxiety, gift for boyfriend or girlfriend, something for like separation anxiety. There's a lot of different ways that you could angle products like that would differentiate yourself. Obviously, if it's a new product in the market and it's super broad appeal, you don't necessarily have to do that. But if it's more saturated and a little bit harder, you definitely want to start exploring these angles like right out the gate. But anyways, it helps you look at this industry differently, and it'll help make you a better drop shipper by far. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. There'll be a link to the Discord down below. So there's a completely free section, and I did make a paid section so I could give people access to like my suppliers and live Q&As and stuff like that. So, but yeah, you can join for free. I'll answer questions in there and trying to grow the community. So yeah, go in there and we can talk a lot more about this stuff. I'll be dropping anytime I see like angles like this that are super interesting, or products that I like, stuff like that you can, really build like a brand out of. I drop them in there. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.